Is Operation Epic Fury really epic?
Mortgage rates, stocks, crypto, gasoline. How does Iran affect all of this?
Users across social media platforms are worried about being drafted. Should Trump send Barron?
Bruno Mars is back making music.
Why are vlog cameras alarming Angelinos? We researched it and we will be discussing the pros and cons.
From viral products to packed drive-thrus, why McDonald's didn't lose customers.
Welcome to another episode of Guakin.
Yippee! Iran and Trump were not able to come into agreement. Most people are saying it's Trump that decided to make these attacks because the decision was launched without Congress input, and it was just Israel and the White House who decided to start the conflict on Saturday. According to Trump, all candidates that would potentially lead Iran have been killed. Cyprus military base was attacked, now involving Europe. The Pentagon had told Congress originally that Iran had no intention of attacking the USA first. And that is the reason why a lot of Americans are pissed at Trump, because they didn't want to go to war.
So they're already at war, like US and Iran.
Yes.
You're saying?
It is called Operation Epic Fury. But is it really epic? So far, the death toll is 6 US American soldiers and over 500 Iranian and Middle Eastern civilians.
Wait, you said 6
That's what's being reported as of today.
versus 500? Damn.
Doesn't that mean the military force is like strong, the US? Because not a lot of them died.
More trained, better equipment, better technology, superior power.
I just think the thing is that USA just started attacking the capital of Iran, strike after strike, and so if they knew where to locate the people that they wanted to attack, that's why they were able to get
Why do they
rid of
know
them.
that?
Because they were saying that they were using AI technology in this operation, drones.
Exactly. So they have better technology that allows
Essentially.
the military to be superior.
So then the whole reason this conflict started was because Trump was saying that Iran was a threat to American citizens because they held nuclear weapons, or they weren't able to negotiate that. So if that's the case, why aren't they releasing those powerful weapons that Trump was so fearful about?
You know what's insane? I saw a TikTok. I don't know if they posted it recently on the White House page, but they posted them editing a video of their ships bombing Iran's ships in the ocean.
Those videos look intense when the fighter jets are being shot at and then they're just like dodging them.
It looks like a movie, but it's not.
Though we do have to be careful because there are a lot of fake images that have been used from previous wars online. And so try to verify sources, but it's really hard. That's why there's a mistrust in information on social media.
Also, the White House could post
Well, I'm not saying
videos.
the White House, I'm saying in general. There's a bunch of videos that I've seen of attacks, but if you're on X, Grok is gives you, if you ask, oh, is this video real or related to this conflict, they kind of clarify the AI tool, but it's not always accurate.
Don't we have threats to the US too because of what Trump did?
Yeah, so a lot of people were worried about sleeper cells. If they were to be activated, it could potentially be harmful for American citizens because it could happen anywhere in the United States. That's why the shooting that happened in Austin, Texas, made national headlines, because they were worried that the motive of the shooter was because of the conflict that started in Iran, so that potentially he can be a sleeper cell. But right now, the FBI said it's too early to decide if that's the factor, even though a lot of social media users are criticizing the incident because they're like, oh, he was wearing a shirt that says product of Allah, and he's from Senegal, and they were associating him with that situation.
How could you not?
Yeah, it's hard not to.
I think maybe the FBI does that to not alarm us, to not get us scared to go out, to keep money flowing in markets.
Well, I think they also have
stores.
to be 100% sure.
No, girl, I think they know all the technology that we have, and you think they don't know? I mean,
yeah, well, if the FBI did know, it makes sense what Lito would say, though, that they would suppress that information just because it would cause panic.
So many people may be wondering how this conflict is going to affect American citizens. One of the things that we may be facing is travel disruptions. Major airlines have canceled flights, and the State Department urged U.S. citizens to leave Iran, Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, and Israel due to rising safety risks. Today, Jordan was attacked, and Lebanon was attacked on Sunday, and
By the U.S.
by Israel and the United States are working together. Cybersecurity risks. Iranian-linked groups are expected to target U.S. and Israeli defense and civilian networks, likely using miraculous wiper software to erase data. So what is the role of AI in this conflict? U.S. military strikes in Iran are reportedly utilizing advanced AI tools for target identification and intelligence, including technology from companies like OpenAI. So the conflict has accelerated a shift in AI control. And the current administration is favoring companies like OpenAI, Musk, Grok over others, potentially raising questions about the future of AI governance and safety. They ended their partnership with Anthropic because of ethic concerns. They were worried that it was going to be misused, and so they'd rather not be part of the situation.
Yeah, because there's no way to audit AI once it starts getting too advanced. But in the future, an issue with AI is that it's going to have its own power.
They didn't want the technology to be used for mass surveillance or for autonomous weapons systems that can kill people without human input. So they want the human to be able to make the final judgment. And I guess maybe the way they were programmed, it was just going to be like reckless.
How do you guys feel about the military using AI?
Oh, for our protection, right?
I mean, I think it'll allow the missions to be executed more flawlessly.
I think it's worrisome because if we're already advanced in technology that way, it's going to be superior to human intelligence, and it's worrisome because if it's under the wrong hands, it's going to cause a lot of destruction.
What if the AI decides that Iran is in the right?
No.
It changes teams.
I don't know, some
Damn, we're cooked.
complications that can come as a result of this.
Our devices will stop working.
Maybe. There are some theories that since the US dollar is weaker, that's the reason why Trump went after Venezuela, so that they have their oil reserves backing up the dollar. And that in the future, Trump is potentially going to lose the war, but Iran is not necessarily going to win it. And that Israel, since it's positioned right in the perfect sweet spot, it's going to become like the center of trade and like currency between Russia, China, and other Middle East and European and American countries.
Damn.
I mean, those are just the theories that they're speculating on. And then now there's talks that he's also going to get involved with Cuba.
Yeah, no. The U.S. losing in any way with Iran just doesn't make sense.
I don't think the U.S. could lose because at the end of the day, Trump aligned or...
Well, I don't agree with that because if that was the case, then why are they so worried about backing up the US dollar?
Because there's a huge debt. They need money. Unless they keep printing money, and isn't printing money bad for the market?
Inflation occurs. But that's the whole thing with the war. The war is inflationary because it costs money to burn missiles. So the U.S. is definitely going to print more money in the coming weeks. But yeah, a scenario where the U.S. loses, it just doesn't really make sense.
What do you all think? Do you think USA has high chance of winning, or do you think they will lose?
I think the only way the U.S. loses would be if, like Jocelyn said, the sleeper cells, if that's true.
That one makes sense.
They would attack multiple areas of the United States and just completely, bomb and decimate a ton of people. That's the only way the U.S. loses.
But here's the thing: if we're already living in technology, and like the CIA or the FBI could already detect these.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
stuff,
if they don't and if that still happens, it's gonna be like another version of 9/11. Like it's just gonna be used as an incentive to go after them even more. And now, like that's when shit's gonna hit the
Well,
it's going to hell for Iran. If it's even possible for them to be hurt even more at this point. Why? Because now the entire world's gonna be like, oh yeah, we're not getting involved in this. We're not messing with the Patriots, right? And so that would just incentivize a complete takeover of Iran. Like it's just not even like it doesn't make sense. So for there to be a scenario where the U.S. loses,
I also heard Trump say that, oh, if you guys bomb us or do something, because they want to attack really hard, like hit us hard in his words. So he was all like, if you hit us hard, we're going to hit you 10 times harder. Something like that. And with something nobody has ever seen. And I was like, what haven't we seen that you guys could do?
and it's a horrible situation because, like, I'm sure the Iranian leader knew that I'm in danger.
For real.
Like if they really did have access to nuclear power, nuclear warheads, like they could have used them.
Well,
I mean,
maybe
he's
they
already
did.
like the U.S. is coming after you, and respectfully, you're Iran. Like, what are you gonna do? Like at that point, it's like you basically take out what you can.
I heard that when they were making the deal and Iran agreed, but then in the deal it said you gotta stop bombing people, their own citizens. And then they didn't complete that deal. So then Trump got mad and ended up not negotiating further because they broke that deal.
Whoever is right or wrong, we're gonna find
So
out.
that just means the powers that be just don't want Iran. And so the world is moving away from the dollar. And so I guess all of these plays are being done by Trump or the U.S. this administration as a way to have more dominance in the dollar. And the U.S. is getting involved in like proxy wars. So it's like, oh, this is about Israel and Iran, but in reality, it's what the U.S. wants.
How is business being impacted by this conflict?
Well, so Iran, interesting enough, they control about 20% of the oil that's being manufactured or traded in the world.
Really?
And so because of the war, if the transport of these goods is delayed, you can expect the price of gas to go up.
By 20 to 30 cents,
So are they run up?
depending on the conflict's duration.
And has it gone up or not yet?
Not that I've noticed. Last time I went to put gas, it was about $5.49 here in California. And that's getting not the basic, but a little above basic.
The middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually the markets are very volatile during this time. So it's like boop, 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 boop. It goes down. Once the war was announced, the market collapsed. But everything like stocks, crypto, metals, like everything has already recovered. Because of the war, inflation is expected to go up, as I mentioned earlier. It's very expensive to have battles. So the US is going to print more money, and that means the cost of everything is going to continue, or the value of your dollar is going to continue to go down. And that long term, it always ends up happening. War is good for business.
Also,
So if you invest in companies like in the defense sector, the companies that are responsible for funding these wars, right? So they have to produce the bullets and the missiles and the this and the that and the gadgets to be able to aid in battle.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have money in those companies, you can expect it to go up.
Because the government is investing in them.
Yeah, and usually also like if you hold precious metals like gold and silver,
It's gonna go up.
in theory, during times of war, it does, just because like people are moving away from the dollar, and it's just a safe haven to put your money. Why? If you're right now, this is not an issue for us, right? But if you have $10 million in the bank, it's a problem for you. Why? Because if hyperinflation happens, or if the U.S. loses a war, like what happens to your dollars? Exactly what's happening in Iran, hyperinflation. So the value of them, it goes down tremendously. So oftentimes it's better to have that money in markets that hold their value long term. So kind of like precious metals. They tend to be like gold and silver tend to be something that is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Or crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're gonna buy $10 million worth of gold, who's gonna sell you that? And also, where are you gonna keep it?
I heard my classmates, they're buying gold and silver online, like on the market,
You know,
instead of holding
recently I shorted silver that I think is going to go down. So crypto is something that is expected to be volatile during this time, just because also, let's say Iran wants to move millions of dollars, like their citizens or stuff, like people higher ups, how are they going to do it? So they need something that's not really traceable, like crypto. And so that's why you can expect
I didn't think about it.
crypto to go up or down. You just don't know.
Let us know in the comment section what you think is going to be impacted because of this conflict, and are you investing in any of the minerals? Are you worried about being drafted?
Not really. Not
I can't be drafted. A lot of terrible things need to happen for me to get drafted. Since I'm a provider, I can't. And also my age. You know, the first ones that are drafted, what is the
Age
draft
don't
age?
matter,
Yes, it
dude.
does. And for
I
the
think that's
military, it
26
does.
or something.
No,
No.
when we're in the crisis and they
No,
need
like
men.
actual drafts happen only 17-year-olds or 21-year-olds. I forget. 17 or 21 are the only ones that get drafted.
Okay.
No.
So
States in
mandatory
the United
draft.
States, nearly all male citizens and male
I knew
immigrants
it.
living in the U.S. aged 18 to 25 are required to register for the selected service system. While not currently active,
I knew
a
it.
draft would primarily target men turning age 20.
I'm not a man.
So 18 to
I'm
25
already-
or 26.
I'm already, exactly. That's one of your privileges as a woman.
I think nurses can get drafted. Yeah.
Yes.
There's no, like, because there's people for that. The only ones that get
No,
drafted forcefully
nurses-
would be men.
Nurses, civilian nurses in the U.S. have never been formally drafted, but despite serious considerations during World War II, as a high volunteer numbers made it unnecessary.
You see a high
So they
number
stay-
of volunteers.
Standby plan.
Because they know they're gonna get paid well.
No, because it's a sense of duty. Look,
So women up to the age of 44,
I'm just
45,
telling you, ladies.
54. But I'm not a nurse, so I wouldn't have
like
to
if,
do
say
that.
hypothetically speaking,
Mm-hmm. Everybody would have
sleeper
to die.
cells, sleeper cells are activated, and then
Don't
you guys
activate.
are killed.
Mm.
And mom is killed, and it's just me. And also Tia Leti is killed. I'm be
Why
like,
did you
oh
name
hell
her?
no.
Maya's gonna go and
I'm enlisting.
Drafted.
I don't care. Like I'm going to war.
no, I don't think that's good. No, don't do that, brother.
Brother!
Absolutely.
No, I want you to actually
No.
continue
Where's my
the family
helmet? Wait.
legacy. No,
Michael.
absolutely not.
Wait.
No.
You gotta remember.
You have to continue the family
You got-
legacy.
You gotta
No.
remember the Bible
No, you
too.
have to survive.
You cannot kill.
Exactly.
You
People
cannot
go to war
kill.
all the time, they don't.
Yes.
But not in the Bible.
Yeah, they do. There's always battles and stuff. Like
No,
there's
but-
But what
But
is
God
the
doesn't
Ten
want this to come
Commandments?
about.
that's not true. Like you're
What is the
defending
Ten
something.
Commandments?
Okay, but like that's like
The
a murder.
main
No,
You're
not that ass.
killing
No
someone.
murder.
Don't
That's different
kill.
from a duty. That's different from doing.
No.
It's the same thing.
If
It's a
you're
sin.
going out
You
to
will murder.
war,
It's
you're
sin.
going out there to kill a person,
No,
a
you're
human.
not. You're going out there to defend your.
I
But you're
disagree.
still killing.
No, it doesn't matter. That's
It
false.
matters.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it
does.
Maybe
It
to
still
you.
matters. No,
It does
you
matter
should look.
in
Go
the
ask
eyes
a
of
priest. Go
God.
ask a priest. I want to hear from the priest.
I don't. I'm
The
telling you
priest
right
has
now.
to say,
You know,
killing is
if
the killing.
you are part of the military, you can still be a Christian.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, because let's
according
just say-
to human
No, it's not
Humans.
human.
Yes.
and the rules that we establish as humans. But in terms of Bible, you're not supposed to be killing.
Yeah.
That's point, period, done. Okay, moving on. A lot of users across social media are calling for Trump Barron to be drafted to the war. Thoughts on that?
He's gonna be an easy target because he's tall as heck.
Do you agree with that? They were also calling out all MAGA supporters that voted for Trump to go and participate in this war.
Yeah, I mean you
Front
laugh,
line.
but when actual conflict, you're saying it with a smirk, like if it's something that's funny.
Yeah, they were
Right?
saying that on
But, like,
social
you-
media. I'm not
I could just
laughing,
tell that
kidding.
you
Justin, you
don't
had a
take pride.
smirk.
You don't take pride in being an American. Okay,
That's not true.
like best believe that
We're lucky
When-
that there's
when
people who
mofos-
want to volunteer to
when
go.
mofos
over.
dare do any form of terrorist acts to America, best believe you don't need a draft. People are gonna sign up for that willingly, pridefully. Like, have you not seen how
I don't think that's
Oh.
true because a lot of people were saying
it
that
is?
they don't want to be drafted and that they rather like all the people who voted for Trump to go in front line.
That's half
That's what
of
they were
the
saying.
citizens.
No,
There's
like that's
In the comments, I'm
potentially-
just reporting what they're saying in the comments. That's all. But if you believe, if you're a diehard
No,
American,
like I know for a fact that it's just a different feeling, a different personality that you have to have when you are actually proud to be an American. Okay, and then if you're telling me that
Explain to her why you're saying that because she's
Okay.
throwing
I don't
fits
need-
in her face.
because she doesn't
It
care
bugs
about
me.
America, that
that's
is her
not
thing.
the truth. I just
No,
don't believe in
explain
war. I
why.
don't think war solves anything.
Explain why.
Just
So-
a bunch of innocent people are being
Why
killed.
you-
Allegedly, a girl's school was targeted. That could be false news because they were saying, rumors were circulating that was a story from 2021. But if it is true, why is it that they're targeting an elementary school? And not even just an elementary school, just regular shopping centers. Go after the politicians that are in the drama. Like, the people, most of the time,
That's
they
what the
have
US
no idea of what's going on
That's what the US
internationally.
does. With
We don't-
Venezuela, they kidnapped the president.
Yeah.
With
So
Iran,
they
killed their
they
higher
still
ups. The tale, as you mentioned, is 506.
they
And
still
all of
yes,
them
but those
are-
are civilians. 500 and something people are civilians. The people who were part of the government, I'm sure it's like
Part of the government.
less than 100.
Casualties of war. Yeah, makes sense.
There's a website designed by Toby Morton, comedy writer, who once worked on projects like South Park and Mad TV, and has spent the last 6 years building satirical websites that take aim at political figures. So the website is called draftbarontrump.com. And it's supposed to bring awareness, and it's a form of political activism. So it's not the first time this person goes around making satirical websites. I just think it's interesting, like the kind of
It's funny.
propaganda.
My input on
Might
that
as
is
well.
that when shit hits the fan, no one is gonna be forced to do anything because the men are gonna show up.
Comment down below, do you think Trump bears should be drafted? Are you worried about being drafted? Have you heard of flock cameras or have you seen them?
Flock?
Flock cameras, no.
Remember when we went out for a walk and I pointed out a satellite or like a solar panel with a camera? And I told you that they have been like under construction or something. Well, that's a flock camera. And a lot of people in Los Angeles have been worried about them. A flock camera is a specialized solar-powered automated license plate recognition. So basically, they track license plates from cars. They are used by law enforcement, HOAs, and businesses to capture images of vehicles and license plates in real time. So a lot of people were worried because you know how Trump is trying to increase surveillance when it comes to ICE operations. And so they're saying that that's a way for them to go after people who are immigrants. The devices are also used for other purposes outside of regular law enforcement, such as, for example, Home Depot and Lowe's. To Home Depot, I
Really?
noticed that the flock cameras were also there. Yes, you guys are not aware of your surroundings. They're also located in Lowe's, and they have installed about 100 across parking lots. Obviously, during border crossings, so in the border, they have them. In East LA, they are used as an emission reduction tool by tracking semi-trailers. In USC, they're used to enforce parking violations. And the LA Department of Transportation has deployed the cameras to nab motorists who park in bus lanes. And I did hear that was a confirmation because one time we went to Kayla in near Highland Park area. Remember outside the bar? And I heard somebody saying, "Oh, just be careful, don't park by the bus because when you do, even though it's after hours, they have like this new camera that takes a picture of your license and you'll get your ticket in the mail."
I think that's cool.
So they do have some perks, but they do cause concerns over surveillance and the freedom that American people may have.
Honestly, I think it'll help with those people that do car crashes and then they hit and run.
I think privacy is overrated. Everyone is constantly public.
Yeah, why do you have this on your camera then?
Like, apparently the laptop can hear you.
Well, that
but they can't
too.
see me. They're supposed to also help with crime activities, but
That's what I said,
supposedly
yeah.
only 10% of reported crimes in the U.S. have been associated with flock. Are you concerned about vlog cameras? Let us know in the comment section.
Do you guys know who's the CEO of McDonald's? Like his name?
I actually don't.
I didn't know until recently. I saw a video on TikTok of him doing a review of this new product called the Big Arch.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch.
You have a new burger?
Yeah.
Interesting.
His name is Chris Consenci.
Why?
Because of the way I said his name. He received a lot of backlash from the internet guys.
Why?
Because in the video, he's just like the way he worded his sentences, like, for example, he would say, we've tested this product before in Germany, Canada, and other places he goes on. And I'm just like, why would he say tested? You know, would you say tested, like, with your product or with your item?
We tested these tacos.
Like, would you say that? That sounds like he tested it in a lab or something. You know? Like he made the burger in a lab.
I agree with you.
Test the concept, maybe, but you wouldn't say it about a meal.
Oh, he said that.
This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know.
And then in the video, he says, holy cow, looking at the burger. And people are saying that he said that because he wants us to know it's from a cow and not from something else. Which I thought was weird because didn't he come out in the Epstein files or just like the word burger?
Like I said, I haven't read them. I haven't been investigating them, but I heard rumors that McDonald's is part of the Epstein files.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, and like, yes. Well, I saw on TikTok, I don't know if it's on the Epstein's files, because I heard people saying on TikTok that McDonald's, the food is humans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like, it's just weird that in the video he says, holy cow, to assure us it's from a cow.
No, I mean, to me, when I saw the video, it was more of like him just reading a script or having to do a video about it.
Mm.
And just his actions seemed like he doesn't eat
The
burger, and that's why he was being criticized.
Do you think it was a marketing strategy?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, I don't think. I think they intended
it
to
wasn't.
actually sell the burger,
Yeah.
and it became a marketing strategy because
And when
it went viral and people were commenting about it. But I don't think that was their intention.
No, I definitely do. Because, I mean, you're talking about McDonald's, such a large, major player in the food industry.
Mhm.
Like, they have a PR team. They have marketing teams. They have a lot of smart people that are working with them. And the whole point of that ad is just to create engagement.
It's
But
just-
the thing is like when he bit in the burger.
let me say it.
Exactly.
No, wait. It's because I don't think it was a marketing strategy because I searched and I asked everywhere on the internet and it wasn't a marketing strategy. It was just him reviewing the meal. Like,
I think-
just
I think you guys are
reviewing
just
it.
cold.
No, I think somebody
No.
who was the person who was directing him and doing the video, because there's a social media person in charge, probably was giving him direction. Hey, you have to take a bite of the burger now,
Mm-hmm.
and he did, but he just
Look, before taking a bite out of the burger, you know what he goes to say? He says, there's so much going on looking at the burger. He's like, and then he's like, let's get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it. He says it like that. And then he takes a bite of it, and it's the tiniest bite ever. And people were saying that his bite looked like this. And I
Like the
started
SpongeBob.
laughing. So like, and then after taking a bite, he says, it's so delicious.
but he's not even enthusiastic about
Yeah.
it. He's just like probably like serious. It's so delicious.
And then he goes like, oh, this is definitely a McDonald's product. Something like that. And everybody was just annoyed that he said product and then all those words that you heard me say, you know, attack it, tested it. and so on and so on.
You guys know Keith Lee, the food critic? He was in a podcast episode and he mentioned that turned down millions of dollars. And although they didn't say it was McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
it basically, he gave it away by saying major food chain.
Mm-hmm.
And then the host was like McDonald's. And then he started laughing. Anyway, so you can basically assume that he turned down millions of dollars from McDonald's. Why? Because he didn't like their food. He was asked straight up, hey, do you like the food that you're going to be promoting and stuff? And he said no.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he never eats it. He personally never liked it. He didn't grow up eating it. So he just doesn't like McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it was that important for the executives to get someone on board who actually enjoys the food,
Mm-hmm.
why would they put that video out? And so to me, that is why I know that McDonald's used that as a marketing ploy to create controversy, to do what we're doing right now, which is talking about it. It's free marketing for them.
Very interesting because none of it mattered in the real life. I literally saw a long ass line at McDonald's the other day. The drive-thru was packed.
Yeah, the marketing thing worked because now I don't like McDonald's and I want to try it now. Yeah. And like I don't care about McDonald's. Like I would never eat there willingly, right?
You only eat the fish.
And now that we have, like I've been traumatized because of Jocelyn. Like everything is bad for you. So now we're doing all organic and sockeye, salmon.
We're not doing all organic.
The whole point is like I would never hear about this burger.
Mm.
Like the video hasn't even came out in my For You page.
Mm.
And now, because of the controversy that stemmed from the scripted video, it reached an audience that normally wouldn't.
Well,
Just me.
dude, it's just funny because you didn't hear me the last time we were like driving by the McDonald's. I was like, damn, the McDonald's line is long.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
I was like, why? And
Yeah,
then
no,
that video
it's
came up.
crazy to me. Like, I don't understand why people like McDonald's so much.
I don't even like the burgers,
Yeah.
and Michael says that I do, but I don't.
Comment down below whether or
Do
not
you
you
like
guys
the
like
burgers?
McDonald's.
You like the burgers? Austin?
Jocelyn likes the fries.
I like the fries and the nuggets.
I used to like them. Lately, when I've tried them recently, like a year or two ago, they weren't my favorite. But
Yeah, I feel like
so I don't eat it often. Sometimes it hits a spot, but I'm not encouraging you to go buy.
So do
The
you
real
think-
question is, are you still buying McDonald's?
yeah.
You know the only thing about McDonald's that I enjoyed was when I was a kid.
Mm.
Why? Because you get a
Happy
Happy Meal,
Meal.
you get a toy, and you can go play in the playhouse.
Yeah.
Those moments were peak. But if you're asking about enjoyment of a burger, that thing smacks better than Walnut. Do you remember that place?
Oh, yeah.
We called them Walnut. I don't even know what the place is. They ended up tearing it down because they were doing some construction and they moved to a different place.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was so young, we were so young. Our dad and mom used to take us. This is before you were though.
Mm-hmm.
Dad and mom used to take us, and that was like a staple growing up for us. Like we would always go with dad, and he showed us to it. He's like, I used to eat like 3 burgers of these. We would go get some burger and fries, and then we would drive to a park and eat.
Damn.
And let me tell you, those burgers were phenomenal.
Mm.
Those fries were phenomenal.
I wonder, are they still around?
They are, but like we don't
know the
We
name.
don't know.
So this was before BL.
Damn, imagine, because I'm going back to Ratatouille movie. You go to a burger place and you don't know, and you take the first bite, and then it goes. You're like in your zone because you remember your childhood or whatever.
Yeah, so guys, if you guys can help me find, if our viewers can help us find this burger place,
It was a local spot in Pasadena.
yeah, Pasadena on Walnut Street. It was right on Walnut Street, and it was behind the Target. So the Target is like over there, and in Walnut, there was a freaking burger joint right there, and the
It moved.
construction teared it down. I guess they're doing like apartments or something. I don't know, but I remember they had a sign that said, "Oh, we're moving to this location," but I didn't keep track because at the time we were just extremely young. And I don't know the name of the spot, so we can't even like research it. Anyway, like heavy nostalgia of that spot for sure.
Yeah. So tell me what's your order at McDonald's in Tacoma? I remember you guys were a big fan of Bruno Mars. Are you guys still a fan of him?
I like his work.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good artist, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan of him.
Mm.
The only song that I know from him would be the ones that Jocelyn sings. And
So we're all stuck in that era of him.
and then the song he does with Eminem.
So you guys are so stuck in his era
This is for
of his
you
sad
and
songs.
me, living out
Lighters.
our dreams.
Lighters is Eminem's.
And we're right here with some.
You know more. Cause up there, fuck, don't give it to you.
The grenade
Saturday
one.
night, we're in
Ain't nobody catching a grenade for no chick, but
But darling, I still catch a grenade for you.
Well, I'm talking about him because he just came out with a new song called Risk It All. And like, this song and the music video is very different from his previous music videos and songs.
How so?
Like, you know how he did a song with Lady Gaga? And you know, I don't know if you remember seeing how he dressed up. He dressed up like a cowboy. Well, this time he dressed up like a cowboy too, but more like Mexican style. And his whole music video is Mexican culture themed aesthetic. That's how I see it.
It seems like a telenovela.
Yeah.
He just started in his own telenovela.
Yeah,
He
and
gets married
I
in
guess-
a music video. You take it too long to get to the point. I'm finished already. Go.
Yeah, he gets married in a music video.
Say it again. That's fine.
No, and then since he's getting married, you know what his fans are saying about the music video?
No.
That woman that he gets married to looks like his ex. Jessica Caban. I
He
don't know.
broke up with her?
Yeah,
So
supposedly.
he's single?
I think so. They say that it looks like her, and I kind of see it, but not really.
you have to be a fan to understand. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really comprehend why it would matter.
I don't know. Some of his fans are like saying that they're not ready to see Bruno commit to anyone. You guys think that's okay for fans to do that? Or like, you know?
I guess they're just saying he's not ready to move on yet.
I guess.
I feel like if I was an artist, I would do the same thing. Like I'd do like subliminal things about women from the past on music videos, like visual, to create.
Controversy.
Yeah, that way people have something to talk about.
Hmm.
Like fans that follow the craft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you talking about Dina.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So I didn't know Bruno was Puerto Rican and half Filipino. So
You're
when
still on him?
Yes, because it
That
kind of
explains
shocked
why he's
me.
tiny. No offense.
It's because when I saw the song in the music video, I kind of was like, why is he using our culture?
It
That's
is.
interesting.
It is interesting that now in this,
Yeah, I
and
didn't really...
specifically in 2026, that he's
Connect the
using
dots.
that. He brought in a Marathi group, and on social media he performed with a Marathi band from the music video, and he plays a song with them. And so he went a little viral for that, but I don't know. And even in one of the videos that I saw, just with his lyrics, there's like an image of the Virgencita. So I think it is interesting that why now in 2026 is he?
He's exploring his culture, I guess.
It's interesting. It's interesting because, like, I think of Bruno Mars, I wouldn't think of him as being ethnic.
I mean,
That just goes to show the power and the influence that the industry has over him. It's like they control his persona because this whole Latino move is very strategic. currently like what happened with the Super Bowl, all Bad Bunny stuff
Mm-hmm.
with ICE. It's like a very good time to be pro Latino because it gains attention.
And I think barely right now, kids, like mostly men, are doing TikTok videos with it and like singing all dramatically with the song and saying like the caption like Bruno did it again, because with the grenade song, with the money one, and all the other past songs, they're like, oh, I like it, and other people are like saying, oh, we need this version but in Spanish because it's good or something.
I thought it was interesting how he was promoting the album across Los Angeles. So there was a time in February where he was giving flowers in flower shops.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you saw
You
videos
see? I didn't see
where he
that.
was giving roses to people who were walking by. So flower shops are doing that.
Wow.
I think it was a promotion for his album.
Only his fans probably know, but it wasn't on my For You. And usually when people do that, like for example, the small ass artist, she sat in a clear glass area and just sat down with headphones listening to her own music and being serious. I think that's a way of building a brand or promoting something. So, and she was small, so, and everybody went wild with that, but with that one, I didn't see it. So it's weird.
Yeah. His song Risk It All is a ballad. So kind of a lot of users were saying
Ballad?
that it reminded them of I think it was either Cristian Castro or Luis Miguel. The song that he has, I think it's Luis Miguel, that he published. They say that it sounds similar,
Wow.
but in English.
Oh no, you didn't get sued.
It's just
I don't think so because
crazy.
he changed it. But
Dude, and also people are already saying that they're gonna use that song as their first dance for their wedding. It's crazy, and they're like, Bruno, if you have time, come to my wedding.
I like the video,
It was
but
cute.
it just seemed a lot. It was very Latino driven.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was
Like the church they use, the mariachi band,
like, do I know something?
the clothing, the colors, the blue, the very vibrant blue.
Who's wearing
that we
all
have.
white and playing guitar?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I'm gonna watch it. I haven't seen it.
are you Mexican?
If you're enjoying this podcast, make sure to like it, subscribe, tell your friends about us.
And tell me your menu on McDonald's. Did you get the big arch?
Are you gonna listen to Bruno Mars' new album, Bridgerton? Dun dun dun.
Like you guys don't know.
Many Bridgerton fans are hosting tea parties across the United States to watch season 4, part 2. So what happened? We left off on a cliffhanger where he asked her to be his mistress.
I'm so mad.
I was pissed.
I feel like they went back and forth with their story, dude.
Yeah, they were going a bunch in circles, but I did enjoy it more of the dynamics that I saw. Like from this, we got to see more of how the servant staff and the people worked, because the main lead of the season, she's a servant. She comes from a father who
was rich, but he
In too much detail.
Yeah.
Too much. Okay, so
Exactly.
I have a question for you ladies. From all the shows you watched, which one would you like to live in?
Oof.
None. Recently, I guess you could say Emily in Paris, because I've already kind of had a little taste of living in France and going to school and being American in France. So that was pretty adventurous.
I wouldn't mind being in Bridgerton.
But I wouldn't
Being
like to
Penelope.
be in Bridgerton because women really didn't have.
I know, but like, I would want to be
Yeah.
the rich one though.
You have to keep that in mind too, because if you go too far back in time, there's certain
Yeah.
not ideal times for women
But
and
in
men as well.
Bridgerton, I get to pick my character.
I would pick Peaky Blinders.
What's
I
that
want.
show?
I'd love to be a Shelby.
A Shelby.
Yeah, it's a show that takes place after the big World War in Birmingham, and essentially they're criminals, they're racketeers. But I've always had this kind of like a fantasy to be a mob boss. Like I feel like something on my bucket list is to be, if I were to ever be an actor, I would want to be part of an organized crime film, show, or movie, just because I feel like I match the persona with my look. I'm very serious, very strong, very like dominant figure. But yeah, no, just the thought about being part of a powerful family that controls a lot is always like super satisfying to think about. That
Who I
show
wanna be?
doesn't come close to the Peaky Blinders.
You know who I want to be in the show? The queen. I would want to be the queen.
She lives a hard life.
I know, but I don't want to be the queen of Bridgerton.
Because her husband ends up having like Alzheimer's.
Disability. Well, isn't that a
He loses his
disability?
mind. Like he doesn't remember things.
But he's still alive.
What character would you want to be in?
Yeah, comment down below. What show would you like to live in?
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Guac and
Chippies.
Chippies. We hope to see you next time. And please subscribe, support us. And if you don't like your topics, comment down below because not enough of you are. We have at least 100 subscribers. Yay! From those with 100 subscribers.
And only
What?
Camel.
I know.
When we
What
reach
do you want to
1,000
hear?
When we reach
What do you
1,000
want to see? Do you not like the content? Are you not watching? That's fine. It's okay. But just tell us. What do you want to see? If you want to see more behind the scenes of our catering life, or if you want to see our daily life, like what we do, how we get mad at each other, let us know.
And whenever we reach 1,000, I'll pick one of you guys to eat our tacos.
What? No, don't promise that.